My first guest tonight is a wildlife expert that comes to us from the Cincinnati Zoo, and you can hear him daily as the 90-second naturalist on National Public Radio. Please welcome Thane Maynard and his uninsured animal pals. Thane, thanks so much.
A handful of meat. That's the good news.
Oh, okay.
You were supposed to bring live animals.
Well, yeah.
What we did.
What was the idea? This is his first animal.
Our first animals right here. Here we go.
Oh my
With Janet
God, look
Rose
at
from our
this.
Cat Ambassador program, and this is Yeti. Yeti is a 7-month-old Canadian lynx.
Look at this animal.
And if you'll hand me some meat, we'll see if he's interested in it.
Let's taunt it. No.
No. There you go.
Oh my God,
There you
that's
go.
ferocious.
Well, it is a predator, and so Janet's here to make sure she's got a hold of it. But it's a part of our cat program where the
Can I have a
animals
piece
go
of
out.
meat here?
Yeah, don't give him your finger. Don't give him your
I was
finger.
thinking of doing that, Thane.
Now take a look at those feet, though.
Yeah, look, these feet are
Her
crazy.
name is
These-
Yeti because she's named after Bigfoot. This is a Canadian lynx. They live up in the Arctic. And
This-
they're only about the size of a bobcat, but their feet are twice the size because they have to run across the top of the snow.
So this animal must get made fun of a lot, pretty much.
No.
This animal is mocked by the other animals.
No, this animal's good at catching animals like snowshoe hares that also can run across the top of
So
the snow.
it has these giant pods. It looks like it's wearing sneakers, and
Oh,
that's to walk on top of the snow.
Well, actually, we say that this animal invented the snowshoe because they are really good at that.
Look at this. It's now. Could I have this animal as a pet?
No.
Explain why.
Well, in truth, wild animals like this are very different than domesticated animals. Domestic animals, Conan, have been domesticated for thousands of years. In the case of cats, the Chinese first domesticated them thousands of years ago.
Yes.
Wild cats like this still have wild instincts, and it very much, they belong in the wild, or in this case, at our zoo as part of an education program.
Look at this thing.
You're observing an interesting thing. Cats associate and hunt by sight more than by hearing. Yeah.
I creeped out the animal. Did you see that?
There you go. There you go.
You know what I just said to it?
There you
I
go.
said you will get a very strange call tonight at midnight. That's very cool.
Part of the training for these is to feed them, and so they do what you want on response. The folks like Janet who run our cat show are able to train this cat, other cats,
how are you?
and even the cats in the domestic cats able to be trained.
All right, well, we should move on
Some
because
of the incentive is
we
to
have lots of animals to get to. That's a very cool animal. Whoa, okay.
There you go. There you go. Everything's okay. Everything's okay. Thank you. All right. Now, I wanted to bring you another guest.
Oh, look.
I wanted to bring you another guest, and this is a Magellanic penguin. His name is Buddy. He's full grown.
Hi,
He's
Buddy.
a male. He lives in our Wings of the World exhibit.
Finally, someone dressed up for the show.
Oh, exactly. Now, Buddy is also a predator, but he's a predator of fish, so he's not going to...
So if I were a fish, I would be afraid.
well, if you were a fish, you'd be afraid, or if you have any fish in your pockets.
What is
perhaps.
this right here? There's a little... Can we get a shot of that?
Sure. He has a little marker
Is he a
there.
convict?
No.
Do not leave a 3-mile area.
Penguins all look alike to us, so we put color bands on our penguins because they live in a big colony of 3 different species swimming together. This way we can tell who's who when we feed them, and for the health
Right.
records when the vets weigh them. I think people all look alike to them, too, so maybe we should wear collar bands.
Okay. Unnecessary. Maybe... we should put...
Feel those feathers.
The feathers are very cool. It's kind of
Very
like
dense.
fur. It's like
it
fur.
feels a little like it, and it's
Actually probably fur. It's probably not even feathers.
No, it's feathers.
I think
but
it's fur.
hundreds of thousands of
Thane,
feathers.
please. I think I know a little more about animals than you.
Well, we'll put him down. As long as there aren't any errant fish, we should be all right.
No, that's okay. He's looking around going, of all the talk shows in the world, why this one?
Now,
What's next?
Here's a special animal, and with a special keeper. This is my daughter, Shayla,
Hi,
who came
how are
from
you?
Cincinnati.
Nice to see you. How you doing?
And I wanted to bring you an animal in honor of the season that is Christmas colored. Red and green, and one of the most beautiful animals in the world.
Oh, look at
a
this
symbol
animal.
of the tropical rainforest. This is a red-eyed tree frog, and we don't want it to jump forward.
Just watch out for
Okay.
the... That is so cool looking. It looks like it's been up all night writing a term paper. It really does.
Now, red-eyed tree frogs are fascinating creatures. They lay blue eggs. They live in the Central American forests. They don't lay their eggs in the water as some that you
Don't
might
go
have
back
heard
here.
It's all right.
I'm not wearing pants. I don't want...
Now, Conan, the important thing to remember, these guys live in the rainforest, and they live in moist areas.
Look at that. That's so cool. That's a cool animal.
I don't know if you can see all the colors, but there's some blue on the side and some orange, and they do lay blue eggs, and they have a fantastic adaptation. There's an animal called a cat-eyed snake that will climb up onto the leaves at night and try to eat the eggs. And when it starts to shake the leaves, the eggs are especially adapted to break out, and then the tadpoles fall into the water and swim away, because otherwise they'll be eaten by that snake.
Interesting. That's very cool. Oh! Whoa!
There you go.
That was an amazing catch.
Hey, listen,
you crushed its head, but it was an amazing...
That is not true.
We should get enough... You grabbed it, went...
No.
Very neat.
I think he's really taken by you.
Thane, we really got to go. We need more animals out here.
Animals.
We got to move this along.
We'll put him in here.
Back to your pathetically small little box.
Yeah, we've got... Oh, good. Here's Greta.
What the hell is this?
Greta is a turkey vulture.
A vulture?
Turkey vultures are much maligned, but you know they're the most common soaring bird over New York City. I've seen them above Central Park.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. The turkey vulture actually...
You've seen these soar over Central Park?
Yeah, right all over New York City.
I thought that was Leona Helmsley. I just cracked myself up. What?
You know, vultures are a much maligned animal. But
Well, they should be. They feed on the meat of the dead.
Well, hang on. They're nature's garbage man. They do serve a very important purpose. If you, say, for instance, go to Africa and you find a dead animal...
Right.
Before you find it, usually about 24 vultures of different species will find it. Keep picking that clean.
Hi, he says you're lying.
Hey. It's okay.
Now, can we put this bird down? What happens if we put this bird down? Will these two birds fight?
No. We'll put Greta down. Greta will be all right.
All right.
There you go.
This is very cool.
Now,
That's a really big bird.
I actually brought you a little present. Brought you a present.
What does the penguin think of the vulture? Does the penguin fear the vulture or have disdain for the vulture?
I think they've never seen each other, if you want to know the truth. The Magellanic penguin, of course, comes from the coast of South America.
Yes.
The turkey vulture comes from here in eastern North America.
So they wouldn't meet a lot, and one would have to get on a commercial airliner to see the other. Okay, and what is this one? We're just about out of time.
This is my Christmas present for you. This is the mistletoe. That's an American toad, here with mistletoe, and I guarantee you, if you kiss this toad, while you will not turn into a prince, you will get a great Christmas reward. So that's certainly an opportunity. The mistletoe. You know, toads, like vultures, sometimes are misunderstood. People think that they cause warts, which they do not. People think that they are somehow ugly, which they are not.
Right.
Some fascinating things. They can give off a little bit of a poison here from these big glands. Those big bumps behind their eyes and behind their ears.
You are a moron. What do you...
Well, it's not...
What do you mean? You just handed me a frog and said it can give off poison.
It's a toad, and it's not going to poison you.
Why would it? How do you know it's not going to poison me?
Well, it's just enough to be distasteful. It's not enough to kill you.
Oh,
but
thanks.
So
okay.
But
you wanted me to kiss it a second ago. Now that could...
It's okay to kiss it. It's okay. See those round things behind their eyes?
Yeah.
That flat plate? That is actually their ear. Toads have great hearing, and you probably know that toads and frogs make a lot of noise.
Right.
And the reason is that other toads and frogs can hear it.
Yes.
So they don't have external ears like mammals, but you can see the round ear right there.
Do you make that oop noise whenever an animal jumps?
I'm just trying to keep him.
You're supposed to be an animal professional, and a frog, when you go whoop. Whoop. On a safari, do you do that whenever any animal moves?
You know what I just thought of? All of these animals tonight are predators.
They're all predators.
The lynx, the penguin eats fish. These guys eat dead animals. This, of course, eats bugs and worms.
So if we put them all on the floor together, they would all eat each other,
well,
right?
I'm afraid that the frog would
You
go
could have brought
first.
out one animal night that had eaten all the others previously.
Yeah.
It would have made for a much shorter segment.
It may come to that.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Thane.
Yeah.
Very good of you to come on the program and bring your poisonous and dangerous animals.
Hey, I wanted to mention, at the Cincinnati Zoo right now, we have the Festival of Lights, the biggest festival of the year.
I was going to mention that here
anywhere
at the
in the country.
You didn't trust me to mention it, did you?
It's on
right
the list.
here. I was going to do it. I was going to say you have the Festival of Lights through January 4th at the Cincinnati Zoo.
It's the biggest light celebration anywhere in the country.
See, I was going to leave that part out. And you have of course, the 90-second naturalist daily on National Public Radio.
And I appreciate you giving me more than 90 seconds.
Yeah, just a little more. That's all we did. You'll see we'll edit it down for TV. Thank you very much, Thane Maynard. Thanks for doing it.
Thank you.
We'll be right back. We got some holiday public service announcements coming up. Stick around.